It's Chris Palermo here down at the Bob Ruud Community Center in Pahrump, reporting all day for News 25 KPVM television. We are your local station for coverage for the primary elections here in Nye County. And in fact, all of Southern Nevada, they're coming out today to vote, especially here in this area, for people like State Senate, Justice of the Peace, and so on. Here's a very important piece of information when you're coming down here to vote in person, which is important to a lot of people. Please bring your official ballot that was mailed to you. When you come in here, you will ask to surrender that ballot. If not, you will sign, in fact, an affidavit that you are, in fact, voting in person. Again, it's Chris Palermo. We're down here at the KPVM TV news crew all day, Bob Ruud Community Center in Pahrump. Get out and vote.
Today is election day. I just wanted to give you a little update. Right now, we are sitting at 6,493 mail-in ballots that we've received. We've had 22,264 voters vote in person, whether it's here in Tonopah, Beatty, Amargosa, Round Mountain, and the Yamba tribe. We are sitting at 20% of our total vote, which our total voters, we do have 44,000. So depending on where you're at, we do have Pahrump. We're down here at the Bob Ruud Center. We are here till 7. We have a polling location in Amargosa at the Community Center until 7. We have one in Beatty at the Community Center until 7. The Tonopah Convention Center, which is the county seat, we do have our polling location there until 7. We also have the Round Mountain out there at the Don Simpson Community Center, and then we are located up at the Yamba tribe, right just outside of Austin. Best place to go for results is going to be probably around 10 o'clock. It'll be on our website at nyecounty.gov. Go into the clerk's section under elections, and they'll have the results posted as soon as we get them. It'll probably be around 10 because we are waiting for the Round Mountain and Tonopah to all come down here so we can tabulate them all here at the clerk's office. We are accepting drop-off ballots as long as they're in the envelope and signed at either of the clerk's offices, whether in Tonopah or here, or at any of the polling locations.
Chris Palermo here. We're having a great day down here meeting with voters and candidates, and we're at the Bob Ruud Community Center in Pahrump, Nye County, and we are with
Bruce Jabbour, Nye County Commissioner, District 1.
You don't have a Republican competitor. You do have a Democrat competition. Take us to the general election, please.
Certainly. So, a great question. Thank you. So there's a Democrat, there is a nonpartisan, there is an independent that has filed for this seat without any opposition. So everybody, including myself, not having a Republican opponent, trying to seek election, goes straight to the general in November, and that's why anybody from District 1 doesn't see my name on the ballot. When I get reelected, I will continue to do what I've been doing. And recently I have been in the newspaper and quoted, and it's amazing that they finally got it right, okay, is that I am here for the people. I am here to protect financially, to protect the water, to protect just all of the aspects and concerns that come forward.
So tell us, folks coming down here, plenty of time to speak with you before they walk into the Bob Ruud Community Center, or how can they find you online?
Well, they can look me up. It's my name, very easy. My email is my name, brucejabbour@gmail.com.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, it's Chris Palermo, News 25, here with Dan Blackstone. Dan, we spoke at the Lincoln Day dinner. That was a great event.
Yes.
Tell us, we're out here, voting day, Pahrump. What are you doing here? Why do you want to represent the people here?
I think there's a lot of things that I can help improve in Pahrump and Nye County. I am a businessman, not a politician. I have never held a public office of any kind, and I think like a businessman, and I think a lot of that's not happening here. I think I have a lot of good ideas on things that I can do. I have been self-employed for most of the last 43 years. I have held upper management positions in multiple businesses, from president, vice president, manufacturing manager, etc. So I've got a lot of experience at managing people and managing different businesses. And I don't think that the people here that are running for office, most of them don't have that experience. And I think that's an advantage that I have that a lot of them don't.
So Dan, there's still plenty of time. People watching this on News 25, maybe they're about to come out and vote down here at the Bob Ruud Center or wherever they are watching here in Southern Nevada.
They can come here and speak to me. We'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight, or they can go to electdanblackstone.com, which is on the website. It's probably not as up to date as talking to me because things are changing all the time here. But that's probably the best.
Great. Dan Blackstone, thanks so much for being on TV with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Chris Palermo, KPVM News 25. We're here all day. Bob Ruud Community Center. It's primary election voting day here.
Yes, it is.
And I'm here with
John Koenig.
John. What are you running for?
I'm running for County Commissioner, District 2.
So why are you running and what do you hope to do? How can you make an impact?
A couple months ago, I was talking with several people that I know, influential people in this county, and we were talking about the future of Pahrump. And some of the things I heard scared me, because if we don't control our growth in the future, the next 4 years, Pahrump could turn into something that we don't like. And that's why I changed my mind and I decided to run. District 2 is rural. District 3 and 4, 5, as you know, down there is not really rural. And it never will be anymore. But I believe what they need down there is shopping.
Absolutely.
They need some things to do down there.
You're talking about the south end of town.
Yes, I'm talking about the south end of town. And that's where I want to responsibly place things instead of just taking the 200 acres across my house, from my house,
Right.
that has nothing on it, and chopping that up into quarter-acre lots. Phone number is 775-513-6720. And that is my real phone number. It's not a special one just for the election. I am not a politician. I'm just a guy with common sense that wants to make life better for all of us that live in my county.
Well, it's Chris Palermo, News 25 coverage here all day long. Bob Ruud Community Center. Heath Campbell, how the heck are you?
I'm doing great. It's a little hot out here, but we're hoping a little bit of the breeze kicks up, but we're doing okay. I think everybody's surviving. Well, I'm a hometown resident of Pahrump and been in Nye County since over 40 years. I've had several businesses here in town. I'm a Navy vet.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. And I just want the betterment of Nye County. There's some decisions that have been made in the past, some decisions that are still being made that we could just do better. And I think we need somebody with common sense in there making the better decisions for the citizens of Pahrump and Nye County.
Right. So how do you find that dichotomy? How do you find that fine line of amenities and comfort, like the aforementioned, in a small town atmosphere?
Well, it can be quite tricky with a lot of the stuff that's been passed right now with the high density housing and stuff. That kind of throws a damper on it. But at the same time, as if you grow exponentially, then you gotta play catch up. If you grow smartly, I use the word smartly, but it's just making the better decisions now for whether it's our water, whether it's our affordable housing. All those kind of decisions have to be made with the bigger picture involved. Okay, so we don't want a bunch of people here all immediately, but at the same time, as we have to be concerned about how much water do we have?
Of course.
How much, years from now, when our grandkids are growing up here, hopefully, that we do have the resources. And if we don't have the resources because of bad decisions made now, that's going to hurt us. And all we're going to do is point fingers for the guys that were in there before us.
Chris Palermo here, News 25, John Worley. John, you might have the best shirt going on all day today.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. It's really nice to see all the voters come out today and vote and do their civic obligation or duty.
John, tell us what you're running for, your mission, why you want to get elected here.
I'm running for Nye County Commissioner, District 3. My mission is pretty simple. I care about Nye County. I grew up in Nye County. Everything is for my family has been in Nye County. I care about the people. I care about all the issues that we have going on, from housing to water and everything in between that, all the industrial complexes that want to come in, and I want to make sure that they're good and healthy for Nye County and our citizens.
I'm going to ask you tough questions here. Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump all the way.
Why?
He stands for the people. I stand for the people. I stand for freedom. So does he.
So tell us, if elected, what are some of the first things you would do?
Well, I'm going to take a look at the budget and make sure the budget is up to par, and make sure that what Nye County is obligated to give to the citizens, that they do that.
Great. John, thanks so much for being on News 25.
Thank you, so.
And it's Chris Palermo here at Bob Ruud Community Center in Pahrump. Having a great time all day. We're talking to candidates. We're talking to voters. I'm with
Tammy Pittman, Commissioner for District 3 candidate.
Tammy, thanks so much for joining us here on News 25. You hope to do what if you are elected to this office?
I want to make sure that people have a voice. I think that I get so many times I talk to people and ask them about what their concerns are as they're not hearing from the commissioners, first of all, and be their voice, because I think that what my job would be to be their voice and use the best resources we have and do what needs to be done, not be my pet projects.
So in a couple of minutes here that we have, it is so important for people to get out to vote, especially these local offices. Tell the people, look at the camera, tell them, get out here, why they need to get out and vote for you.
All right. Well, first of all, if you don't vote, don't complain. You've lost the right to complain. So, and you can make the biggest impact at the low level. It's rock roots here. We don't have grass. So rock roots, we can make a difference here, and then things go up from there. But if you don't do something locally, you're part of the problem.
So Tammy Pittman here for Pahrump. Pahrump for Pittman, how do we say it?
Pahrump for Pittman.
Pahrump for Pittman. How can folks, before they come in and vote, they obviously can come speak with you in your...
They can come to the Nye County Republican booth. They can go online to PahrumpForPittman.com, and they can also call me on my phone number, and I will give them a ring back.
That's great. Thanks so much for being on News 25.
All right. Thank you for coming over and visiting and being out in the heat. Take care.
Well, we're having a good time down here. Can you have a good time on election day? I guess you can, right?
We can. We're having a fabulous time. We're meeting all the folks. We're keeping everyone hydrated, though. So we brought cases and cases of water. We're chilling them and just making sure everyone has water. We've got some oranges and apples. Number one, I'm the fairest of them all and firm as well. I am your justice of the peace. When you look at someone qualified to be on that bench, I've been through the National Judicial Education up at UNR. I'm sitting on that bench 17 months. I've been an assemblywoman who wrote and sponsored 119 Nevada state laws. So there's no one here today that's more qualified than I am to be that justice of the peace.
If someone wants to learn about you, how do they get online? How can they find out about you?
They can go to Vote Fiore, V as in Victor, O, T as in Tom, E, F as in Flower, IORE.com, votefiore.com, and they can just come down and shake my hand and give me a hug and say hi.
Now, I have to say, her tent, David, our producer and cameraman, you've got to see the flair, David, that Michelle has set up right here, and it's a pretty tent. Would you say it's pretty, I guess?
Yes, we have our buttons and our lanyards and our sparkle. A girl's got to sparkle.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for joining us. And we're having a great day down here, Bob Ruud Community Center. It's Chris Palermo, and I'm with
Robert Thomas.
Robert, so you are looking to hopefully take the seat of what and where?
The incumbent, Miss Fiore. I'm running for Justice of the Peace, Courtroom B, and I'm running because I was asked to run and because I have 50 years of litigation experience. I've seen well-run courts, I've seen poorly run courts, so I know what justice should look like. I can be fair to all because I've been a defense attorney, I've been a prosecutor, and I've also been an attorney representing the people in the therapeutic courts, which is drug court, the veterans court, drunk driving court, that sort of thing. So basically I've seen it all, and I want to bring unimpaired justice to Pahrump, because it's a Pahrump office.
So people watching this here on News 25 still have time to come down here if they would like to research a little bit more before they walk in and vote. Of course, if they're coming here, they can come right up to your booth, your tent. How can they see you online?
My website is electrt.com. It has my complete history in it, and obviously pictures of me so they know who they're voting for. In addition, I have these cards which display my logo on one side, and the other side lists my history as a prosecutor, as a defense attorney, and as a judge. And I'm also admitted to practice law before the United States Supreme Court. Only 0.7% of all attorneys in the nation are admitted to practice. Half do not file anything, and I have filed several briefs in favor of some of the most important issues of our time.
Well, thank you for laying before the audience your impressive credentials, and we wish you the best of luck here.
Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it, and I enjoy watching the TV and seeing you on and David on the TV as you give the news.
Thank you. Chris Palermo, News 25, and we are coming down the row here with all the folks running for a local office. You are?
Bill Hochstedler, running for State Senate District 19.
Bill, let's make it simple. You are Hawk.
Yeah, win with Hawk. Win with Hawk on the ballot, yes.
Tell us about what is your mission and what do you hope to do for the state?
Well, my mission is to make sure that everybody's represented properly over in Carson City. I want to make sure that this district, the 6 counties here, have proper representation from a person that understands the rural areas as well as the urban issues that we have. Places like Pahrump are growing, and we need smart people to bring modern solutions to our problems.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer that people come out and vote in person?
You know, it's always exciting to see people come out in person. I think the mail-in ballot serves some of our people well, but there's nothing like seeing a line of people come in at rush hour, 7 o'clock in the morning. They're lined up ready to come in. They got them through quickly. So if you haven't voted yet, get down here, because right now we have the opportunity just to walk in and walk out. It's they're maintaining the flow, and it's very, very fast to vote right now.
Okay, give us your heavy call to action. Get people out. Tell us.
Look, voting matters. You have to vote if you want your ideas and your vote to count. You got to get out here and do the vote. If you haven't mailed it in, get down here in person at the Ruud Center here in Pahrump and vote in person. It's very important.
And people, real quick here to close. If people want to, before they come down, learn a bit about you, contact information.
Yeah, well, first of all, there's lots of video on this TV station. You can go to the YouTube channel for the TV station. I'm also in the newspaper. I've got radio ads that have been out. And Google me. Just Google Hochstedler, Hockstedler, and you will find a lot of information on me online.
Thank you so much, Bill.
Thank you.
We're in the GCON Grassroots Conservative tent on Election Day, greeting everyone that would like to come here. What does GCON Grassroots Conservative do? We have our finger on the pulse of Pahrump for everything conservative. We make sure that we look at candidates that are going to follow the principles of conservatives. We support questions that are conservative questions, like we are against ranked choice voting, so you can get information at our table about that. We have NRA handouts, constitutions. If you'd like a pocket constitution, we're taking signatures against the meta waste, and there's voter ID ones that are also here. We support anything that's conservative, and we'd love you to join us. If you'd like to get in touch with Grassroots Conservatives of Nevada, our website is grassrootsconservativesofnevada.com. The number to reach us is 775-382-2516. We meet the fourth Monday of every month in the Hope Bail Bonds right near Home Depot. Please come join us. It's a wonderful group.